Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Nine and Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for always coming back to watch my videos and subscribing. You all are super awesome. So today we'll be talking about an Italian man or Italian guy. I don't know which I want to use. This guy is gas. I mean, he is so weird. Like I find him weird. I find his content kind of weird and crazy, gaslighting and all that. And actually, somebody asked him a question, and then all the time he doesn't fail to bring Black Americans into his discussions and all that. But this time around, a lot of people actually came out to talk. I don't like you. I don't like you, man. You are so weird, weirdo. So this is the question that started this whole thing. Only if you are white, you are a person of color, don't go to Italy. This message is not for you. I mean, I have seen so many stories about Black people being treated very badly in Italy. And in the comment section, a lot of people are saying man, I don't want to talk about the racism that is going on in Italy, especially when it comes to Black people, not even people, Black people. And stay to the screen. Let me roll this clip. Then we'll come back to talk about it, and let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, let me roll the clip.
See, this is one of the comments I hate the most here by Americans. If you had the brink of knowledge about the history of the Mediterranean, you may know that Italy specifically was owned and conquered by multiple cultures. I may look white, but I have ancestry from Africa. When I say Africa, I'm saying like Africa, Vikings, and Romanian. I guess the Vikings and Romanian were prevalent in the genes. The Italian peninsula, unlike most people believe in America, after being settled by the descendants of Troy, who founded then the Roman culture, after becoming a major empire for the next couple of hundreds of years, started crumbling. And after crumbling, was conquered by multiple cultures, one of which were the Vikings, or how we call them, the Normans, but especially in the south, the Arabs. At the time, the Arabic Empire entailed multiple cultures from Africa. It is very normal to find different pigmentation across, especially the southern part of Italy. It is definitely embedded in our culture. Now, when it comes to what this person says, like every single country in the world, even Norway, Denmark, and whatever you want, you will find assholes everywhere who think negatively of people just because of some visual characters, without actually digging deeper and getting to know the person. That is a trait of, unfortunately, many humans out here, also in America. So, in terms of culture, Italy is extremely diverse from a historical perspective. In terms of going there as an American, as Italians coming to America, also Americans going to Italy will find some bad people here and there. That is normal. However, I can confirm, if there's one thing Italians judge on, it's your outfits. So if you're going to Italy, put something nice on.
Sorry? Did I hear put something nice on? So it means the people that they've been attacking and all that were naked, right? Actually, there is this lady. She's a Black American. She loves traveling and all that. Her experience was very terrible. That she got to book another ticket and came back to, because she is in Turkey right now, and she went back to Turkey. Like, she did not complete her vacation. She left, and she's not the first person. Like, I have seen so many people telling the same story, how they were treated badly in Italy, Black Americans. He got the guts and the nerve to say, put something nice. Okay, whenever you want to go to Italy, you make sure you buy gold and wear gold all through, or diamond all through, because it's more like something nice, because I don't get it. With that being said, I'm just going to roll the stitches because a lot of people got something to tell him. So let's get into it.
This is one of the comments I hate the most here by Americans. If you
Nobody's removing the history of your country. Nobody's telling you that people of color were not assisting your country or were not a great part of your country's history. They're telling you that people of color experience something completely different when they go visit it. And it's true. Many women of color, many black women have said that they had horrible experiences in Italy, especially Rome. You don't have to get so offended that you pull up a list of every colorful individual that has assisted to your country's history. I live in America, a country physically and literally built by natives and people of color. We are all over the history, but do we get treated nicely here? Not necessarily speaking. Your country has a lot of racial bias towards people of color, especially black people. So does mine. It is what it is.
See, this is one of the comments I hate the most here by Americans. If you had the brink.
So, this was about a French footballer in January of this year. Tell me again how this is an American problem with seeing racism everywhere, or American ignorance, because he's not American, but he definitely experienced racism. This is a black Italian rugby player. Again, tell me about him being American and not knowing Italian history. Oh, right, he is Italian. Shall we talk about the murder of a black man, a Nigerian man, specifically in Italy? Because again, that's got nothing to do with America. The blackface, was that American too? Or was that Italians making the choice to paint their children in a racist caricature? I think it's door number 2, and yes, the Mail's not a great source, but that's okay. This headline speaks for itself. Are you going to say that he too doesn't know what he's talking about and doesn't understand Italian history? Are we going to do that? Are the refugee bodies piling up on your shores people who didn't understand that Italy doesn't have racism and it's just an American problem to see racism and letting refugees die on the shores? Because when America is criticized rightfully for this behavior, we can at least acknowledge its racism and xenophobia. You should try acknowledging reality. And this isn't just a problem from people who share my skin tone, because we've had a lot of conversations for the last several years about how xenophobia and xenophobia is working in Italy against Chinese Italians. And of course, South Korean students in Italy have talked about the racism they experience. It's true, I'm American. It's true that many of the people who have posted talking about racism in Italy are American, but they're not talking about it because they're seeing something that isn't there. They're not talking about it because it's a unique experience that's only happening to people who look and sound American. It's not the clothes, it's the bigotry. And you pretending that these things are not happening and trying to gaslight people on here says a lot about you, but it says nothing about what is actually happening in Italy in terms of government or socially. And I don't know why you're so averse to having the conversation. I have some guesses. But the evidence is right there, and no matter how much you want to stick your fingers in your ears and lie to yourself, no one else is obligated to play pretend with you. Your own newspapers are telling on you. You might want to get off TikTok and read them. Just a suggestion.
See, this is one of the comments I hate the most here by Americans.
Okay, then you're gonna hate this one. One, it was emphatically clear that that message was not for you, clear Italian person. Second, how dare you tell other folks of color what is and what isn't racist and what they experience as racism? Boop, you're wrong about that. Italians are not exempt from white supremacy. Y'all have it in spades. And yeah, you can gaslight Americans saying that we make, mountains out of molehills, whatever. The fact is this. Y'all have a racism problem too, sweetheart. Just because you're across the pond doesn't mean jack. Because y'all from multiple cultures doesn't mean jack. When black people tell you something's wrong, here's a note. Believe them.
This is one of the comments I hate the most here by Americans.
Hi. I don't care if you hate that comment. What I I do want to say is that I'll believe a black person who went to Italy who got treated horribly by racists in Italy before I'll believe you. Okay? It doesn't matter what the history of Italy was. What I believe are the experiences of other black people who've had racist encounters in Italy. One Nigerian man got murdered in the middle of the street and no one stopped him. Okay? People just watched a racist Italian kill him over nothing. I'll believe them before I believe you, a white presenting male.
Comments I hate the most here by Americans. If you had the brink.
Finally, something I actually want to learn from an Italian. Brr, brr, brr. How you trail your tongue like that? Brr, brr, brr. Actually, I think I got it on my own. Hey, shut the fuck up.
White people always trying to gaslight people of color. Like, you don't need to try to educate us on anything, first of all. But, like, don't try to mansplain, white-splain, Italian-splain anything to us. We know what racism looks like. We know what it feels like. And furthermore, Italians are not these magical creatures that need to be explained to other people. We see you for what you are. By the way, it's not just American POC who have experienced racism here in Italy. Hello? I've given you more of my time than you deserve. You now no longer exist.
See, this is.
So, this is not just only black, like, this is something that I have seen so much. Oh Lord, I have heard so much. Even when I remember that Nigerian guy was murdered, and I know so well. So it's not like it's new to me. And I have really read a whole lot. Even on TikTok too, I see a whole lot. And I have heard people also say that to me, like personally. So it's not like it's new and somebody is trying to defend it. It's all right. This is all I got for the stitches. Thank you so much for the support. Let me know what you all think in the comment section, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.